Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Halo Infinite. We're going to be doing a marketing mayhem stream today. We're going to be checking out one of the marketing crossover promotions with Halo Infinite. This one is the Doritos Mountain Dew Rockstar Energy Drink crossover. Uh, so this is locked to the US. So if you're outside the US, this is going to be particularly difficult to get. Now, just straight up heads up, this is not a promotional stream or anything. I bought the product and redeemed it myself and all that, sort of. My aunt helped out, obviously. My aunt lives in the US. I mentioned that this promotion was going on and asked her if she saw the promotional items in the supermarket to make sure if she could grab them to earn me enough whatever points you need to earn to redeem some of this nonsense. And she was very kind, as always she is, and not only found the product, but purchased a fairly large box of the Mountain Dew Game Fuel one and got me enough points to unlock all the items in the promotion for Halo Infinite. There's also other games tied to this promotion. It's like a Xbox promotion more than anything else, not really a Halo exclusive promotion. But yeah. So just heads up, if you're outside the US, like I tried to look online to see if it was possible to maybe purchase some of the products, but because some of the Dorito bags or the Mountain Dew or whatever have the promotion tied to it, while others don't. Like, so I don't know, if you buy online, you might buy a Mountain Dew pack that isn't connected to the Xbox promotion, and then you'll get nothing out of it, right? So you won't get the points or the codes you require to redeem this stuff. So that's why this one I sort of had to rely on my aunt finding the correct promotional products. The promotional products, like I said, the Doritos bags of chips and all that, they'll have the Xbox kind of like marketing kind of like stuff plastered all over the product, and it'll also mention how many points you can earn by buying the product. And like I said, it's multiple games, so it's not just like Halo Infinite tied promotional pictures on it. Like the one my aunt bought, it was the Mountain Dew Game Fuel that actually has been very heavily promoted by the Halo thing. But the box she found was actually a Diablo kind of themed promotional images all over it. But it had the Xbox tie, and it mentioned that the points were available and stuff like that. So she picked it up, and obviously when you go to the website, which is I think DoritosDoRockstar.com, you need to register with your name. I think you'll need a US address and phone number, and email address, obviously, and then you'll have to connect your Xbox account to it, and then finally you can enter the code that you got from the promotional item in that website, which will redeem the points you've earned from it, and then you redeem the points on the the promotional items you want. So it's a little bit convoluted, and then to top it off, the website is locked to the US region, so you will have to VPN if you're outside the outside the US. And I did notice, when I first tried to VPN onto the website, it was not connecting still. So maybe some VPN sections of the US, if you VPN to certain sections of the US with a certain VPN, it might not work. So yeah, definitely convoluted and more difficult than need be to get the items via this promotion. That being said, though, one of the items has already come as a Twitch drop during the Mountain Dew tournament, community game battles tournament there was a few days ago. And one of the viewership rewards was one of the visors. So possible, but unknown whether all these items will eventually come as Twitch drops or some organic way for everybody to unlock them in a convenient way, I don't know. So up to you how you want to like tackle it, or if you want to just wait and see if it'll become available to you because you're outside the US region and don't have access to the stuff. It is very convoluted and difficult to get the stuff, and a huge thank you to my aunt for even humoring me by grabbing the like stuff. Like, I know she probably has no interest in drinking the Game Fuel Mountain Dews, so she bought like a 12-pack. And I'm hoping she knows or has some people that will drink it. Otherwise, it'd probably just go down the drain and sort of money wasted on her part. But a big thank you for me. Yeah, I appreciated it. So let's go ahead and see what you get from this promotion. Now, there are multiple items you can unlock from this promotion. Each item in the website requires one point. Like, you need 1 point to redeem each item or collection of item thing tied to it. The promotional items, like I said, have varying points based on what you're buying and what they are. Like, some might be just a bottle of Mountain Dew will just have 1 point, or a bag of chips like Dorito chips might have just 1 point. Some of the bigger bag of chips might have 2 points. Certain Mountain Dew bottles, like the Game Fuel, I think might be 2 points, right? And like, for example, the Game Fuel 12-pack box, canned box of soda was 5 points. So yeah, just different stuff like that. And each item requires 1 point that we're going to showcase. So let's start with the small stuff. So for the small stuff, you've got this nameplate emblem set, the Heatwave basically emblem set, and you actually get 4 different emblem and nameplates tied to it, but they're all these kind of like map Heatwave kind of variations of old maps in the game. So the Narrows Heatwave, and then Guardian Heatwave, High Ground, and then the 4th one is the Valhalla Heatwave. The Heatwave maps means like this was where like people would move around, so like the red like outlinings is the high traffic areas during the maps playthrough and all that. Kind of a weird emblem set, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I wasn't showcasing it in the stream, I might not have wasted my point on this. But it is just 1 point, and you get all 4 of these Heatwave nameplates and emblems. So you get the full collection. And there is a color palette option for it. This is obviously the default one, this one here. I've gone in and switched it up to this one because I thought it looked good. And yeah, I presume, I didn't check all the Heatwaves, but I presume all of them have color variation options. So yeah, that is the nameplate. Let's just go ahead and just quickly, because there's a lot of stuff, we'll just go through like quickly the emblems. Yeah. So these are the emblems. Again, this one I sort of like the nameplate of it, but like emblems and all, like, dude, does people actually like these as emblems and nameplates? The Heatwave stuff? I don't know. I personally thought like it was a bit of a waste. Is there color? I guess we'll check if there's a color palette in this one also. I presume there is, right? So yeah, you got the same color palette option. I guess these are cooler, like the color palettes, but again, a bit weird of a emblem. And this will apply to your weapons also. So let's... And like I said, for the Heatwave set, all 4 of these emblem nameplates, it's just 1 point. But again, just a bit of a weird kind of emblem set. This one's kind of cool. And I guess there is value. Some of them are okay. And with the color palette option, It's okay. I think the base color is not so great, but it's okay, I guess. Bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. And obviously the armor one should be there too. Oh, it's covered by his coat. Again, not going to check the color palette options, but I presume it's the same for it. Then the second small item that you get from this promotion is the Believer Charm. Little Spartan helmet here. Master Chief helmet, I presume. And obviously you can apply that to all the applicable weapons that you can put a charm on. Again, the charm is just 1 point. So for just the charm, you will have to redeem one of those Mountain Dew points. Then you've got this Visor, Virescent Dew. I'm probably saying that wrong. But you got this condensation styled helmet, green color. And there's like some pattern behind it too. Like those little blocky patterns in the green. But you also have that kind of interesting condensation going on the thing. This one was also just 1 point. And then for a separate point, so these aren't combined. The visors are individual. You've got the Crimson Fuel visor. Again, 1 point of the Mountain Dew thing. Now this Crimson Fuel visor was the Twitch drop that became available during the tournament. So whether that happens again or whether there are organic ways of earning this particular item again in the future, I'm not sure. But it was part of the Twitch drop. So this one I actually didn't redeem a code for. I do have an extra point. Maybe something comes in the future, I'll use it. But yeah, this was a Twitch drop, but also available via the promotion for a single point of the Mountain Dew credit thing. And then obviously the big item, but also just a single point worthy of redemption, is the Mountain Tiger armor coating. Yeah, pretty nice coating. Let's quickly go through all the Spartans because it is a multi-core coating. And again, just 1 point. So Mark 7. One point and you get the coating for all your cores. I mean, the visor is also multi-core, so you can use it on any core also, if you redeem them. So if you want everything from the Mountain Dew site via the promotion, you will need to redeem 5 points. So you need 5 points for everything, including the emblem and all that. Mark 5. Yeah, that's why my aunt grabbed the 12-pack of the Game Fuel, because it had the 5 points right off the bat, like with that. Again, just heads up, be careful. Ideally, you have a family or someone who can search for the products, because if you just buy the stuff online, it might not be tied to the Xbox promotion. So, and like I said, you do need to VPN into the website if you're outside the US, which is kind of annoying. Yoroi. I didn't put the visor on this one, just because it's simple. I do like the visors, they're kind of cool. I have some ideas behind that, though. I'll talk about it at the end, I guess. Slayer, what's up? Eaglestrike. Again, I didn't equip the visor. It's just the coating on this one. It's an okay coating. I like it. See if it grows on me on a specific core or something. Thinking maybe the Rakshasa. I did like it on the Mark V, but I wouldn't main it on the Mark V. The Rakshasa, I could see using it. I think it goes well with this kind of look. Chimera. This one I did include the visor, so you could see it on the armor pieces also. How it looks. Mirage. Again, I did equip the green visor on this one, so you could see the texture thing, the pattern beyond the dew drops, since it's a little bit bigger visor. And finally, the Hazmat. Again, equip the green visor from the promotion for this one also. This one, I like the visor on this, on this cores. The red and the green visor with the dewdrops and all, I do like it on this core. Coating's okay also. On this one. Actually, the coating looks pretty cool on this also. I like the blue, pants and stuff like that, like the cloth part of it being blue, that blue. So yeah. That is the Mountain Dew or Doritos Mountain Dew Rockstar Energy Drink promotional items that you get currently via purchasing the marked products, Xbox marked products that provide points. Go to the website, redeem it, and you can unlock some of these in-game items for yourself. So what happens is you redeem the item on that website, and they'll email you like a code, and the code can be added in your Halo waypoint. You punch in the code into your Halo waypoint, and that's how you'll eventually redeem it. Just heads up, like, it took them a few hours. Like, they didn't send it immediately after redeeming it, and I've heard it can take up to 4 days before, sometimes on the later side, for them to send you the code once you redeem it on their website. So don't freak out if they haven't sent it to you immediately. And the other thing is, maybe check your spam inbox. So when I registered from the website, they did send me an email, and that went into my normal inbox. But all the codes and stuff, those went into my spam, even though I hadn't marked the email address as spam or anything. So I found it in my spam and just kind of sent it back to my inbox. And also, if you're missing out, just bear that in mind, that it might have gone into your spam and it might take a few days or something like that. I've heard it can take up to 4 days, like I said. All right. Let us do what we do, and we shall equip some Spartans and play some games. Ideally, the games go okay. We'll play the Halo 3 Refueled playlist also. Hopefully the games go okay and I don't have to do a restart, because that's a lot of long intro that I don't want to restart. And like I said, there's a probability that there will be an organic way to get this stuff for free as international players. Last time they had the marketing thing for the soap bar, and that ended up becoming Twitch drops for the championships. So who knows, if you don't or can't find this stuff, it might eventually come. Like I said, the visor, that red visor, had already become a Twitch drop. I actually kind of like the idea that like some of these promotional stuff does tournaments, and then you could potentially earn the promotional items as without having to buy the stuff through the tournament viewership. I like the fact that they did that. I'd have liked to see like all the stuff via viewership drops as opposed to just being locked to just the visor. But now that I've got this stuff, I guess that won't matter so much for me. But still, I did like the fact that the Mountain Dew tournament, sponsored tournament, ended up giving at least one of the promotional in-game items, even though it was just a visor, and would have preferred some of the bigger stuff like the visor is one of the biggest stuff, so.
One flag.
Dude, honestly, I should have done a warm-up game, because jumping from COD to Halo, and my first game's always like rubbish. But I didn't. So hopefully this doesn't go horribly.
Intimidating weapon.
Enemy Spartans are closing in.
Let's grab the cover. crushing it.
They're under us.
Oh.
They have our flag. Not good. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Enemy there. Lost in
Where did they get that hammer from, dude? Shit.
They've taken our flag. They have eyes on the enemy flag carrier. Enemy flag carrier spotted.
Flag returned. Ten.
M41 Spanker in.
Round three.
This is almost over. Let them have it. Beautiful. Like a bolt from the blue.
another one down. Oh, my shield's popped.
Boosted.
Hey, dude, fuck. That little hole tripped me out a little bit.
Another one down. Enemy is below us. Tango's
What is this?
return.
Semi-auto slave.
10 seconds. Enemy flag return.
Power weapons incoming.
Round lost. Round 4.
And now, the finishing blow.
Just bomb that.
Enemy Spartans are closing in.
Enemy captured your flag. Round lost. Overtime.
And now, the finishing blow.
Grab the sniper.
Dude, what are you doing, man? Fucking idiot, dude.
Let's run for our lives back to base. They know where we are.
Hey.
Enemy flag return. Remaining.
Spartan down.
30 seconds remaining.
M41 M41 Spanker inbound. M41 Spanker available.
Nah. This is an interesting map, but it needs to be played a little slow, and it would have been nice not to have a connection. I was playing objective. I was doing what I could. Oh God. Let's go. I don't know why that happens. Like when you change your codings and then you go back like that. It's happening like every time I've showcased a coding that it resets it a little bit. Ooh,
Oddball.
to the do map.
Round one. Ball incoming.
Grab the go and hold on tight.
Enemy has the ball. We have the ball.
An ally has slain the carrier. M41 Spanker inbound. M41 Spanker available.
Ball dropped.
Crying from our code.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Hostile carrier down.
We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
In my sight.
Reliable weapon.
Bango's closing in.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Plasma grenade acquired.
Ball dropped.
What?
The ball.
Dude, fuck man. The connection screwed me there, I'm pretty sure.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Tatters.
have the ball.
An ally has slain the carrier.
Target spotted.
Gain the lead.
M41 Spanker over here.
Nearing victory. Ball dropped.
Allied carrier down.
Enemy has the ball.
Enemy shield down.
Lost the lead.
S7 sniper available.
Round lost. Round 2. Ball incoming.
We're not losing today.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Hostile carrier down. M41 spanker available.
Enemy has the ball.
Nice.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Lost the lead. Ball dropped.
Hostile carrier down.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
This guy is sniping, man. He's doing work, but
Enemy has
staying
the
so far away does not help him. God, that melee kill was so delayed.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
We've lost possession.
Enemy shield down.
Gained the lead.
M41 spanker inbound.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Lost the lead. Enemy halfway to victory. Ball dropped.
Power weapons incoming.
Enemy has the ball.
Power weapons up for grabs. I'll be feeling that one tomorrow. We have the ball.
Ah, come on, man. Teammate, where you looking? Ah.
Defeat.
Yeah, that sniper guy, man. He did nothing the whole game. He must be working on his ultimate challenge or something. Oh, nice. I'm gonna play zombies after this, Rook, if you want to play. Let's change the Spartan before, since this thing's reset the nonsense. Oh, is it back? Why does this do this? Let's go Mirage for this one. I'm done, like, 2 more games of Halo, and then I'll do my outro, and I'm switching to zombies. Yeah, 2 more games. This one and the next one. Maybe 3, maximum. If the last game is too short, I'll play a second game. But, not the game. But if the last game goes a decent amount, it'll just be 2 more. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Like 30 minutes or so, I would wager. Yeah, I need to level up my LMGs, but basically just gonna play for fun. The zombies mode while completing the story missions. No, I don't care about that. Honestly, the zombies mode isn't so, like, it's not like so bad as DMZ, I felt, where you, like, potentially could lose all your stuff. But I guess, yeah, it would be good, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I don't care, really, though. Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't have that yet.
Hill incoming.
Overshield inbound.
Seize the hill and kill everyone that tries to take it from us.
Tango's closing in.
Nice nade there, Spartan.
Hill ready. Control. Enemy team took the hill. Your team about to score. Your team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control.
Enemy is below us.
Killing spree. Team took the hill. Double kill.
No, he got me, dude. Motherfucker.
Hill control.
I'm good, Slayer. Do they spawn me right? Oh my god.
Your team about to score.
Power items on the field.
Enemy team took the hill. Double kill. Hill control.
Feeling that one tomorrow.
Above us.
Your team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control.
Lead hostile.
Enemy team took the hill.
S7 sniper inbound.
Cool. Come back in like 20 minutes or something. It'll be done. I'll be done.
Enemy Spartans are closing in. Down there. A shield.
No, I shouldn't have stepped out of that.
Enemy team took the hill. Enemy team took the hill. Enemy about to score. Enemy team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control. The hill.
Left him in tatters.
We've lost a teammate.
Power items on the field.
Hill control.
Another one destined.
No way. So this is the problem with the fucking gravity hammer, man. At least they threw me a bone connection-wise there, dude. Frickin' hell. Why did the fuck do these reset? I'm gonna do a game of Husky raid. I don't know. I'm not doing big team battle. I refuse. I refuse big team battle nonsense. If we get dutied on really fast and lose, then we'll do a second game of Husky raid. But if it goes on for a good while, then we'll just call it as one. Depending on how it plays out. Sometimes, you know, the sweats go ultra sweat and try to just win instantly. Because other games can go on for a while.
Husky Raid.
With that scope.
M41 spanking to go. Spartan down.
Ui.
Shields are down. Another one down.
An ally took their flag.
Lead hostile.
Double kill.
You're the real deal, Spartan.
Killing spree. Enemy flag returned.
Returned?
Our team took the enemy flag.
Get the heck out of here.
The teammates are not backing up flag carrier, dude. Fucking hell, dude. Oh my god, that freaking drop wall went just. No. Thank you.
We've lost a teammate.
No, that fucking thing.
They've taken our flag.
Flag returned.
Flag damage.
God, what a need that was, man. Fuck. Are they coming down the center? Holy fuck. These guys are gutsy.
Pop the shield.
Flag returned.
They've taken our flag.
Flag returned. Enemy flag returned.
Shields popped. That's dangerous. Doing us up.
How is this not fucking.
Enemy shields down.
My hammer's not doing shit, dude. Oh my god.
Remaining. Flag returned.
Spartan down.
Didn't know he was coming. They trapped us in our fucking base the whole time, dude. Fucking hell, dude. And the teammate that went for the flag, other teammates weren't backing them up. They were just staying in their zone, dude. I don't understand, dude. I tried to back them up, but the other ones were doing. What to do? We'll call it there. That was a decently lengthy game, like not super long, but it wasn't like super short either. So we'll call it there. God, what's going on? So yeah, the Doritos do Rockstar promotional, crossover promotional, Halo Infinite, Xbox promotion items. Checked out, played, enjoyed. I had fun. And I wanted to get these items and showcase them before the Halo 3 Refueled playlist goes away, because obviously the Refueled playlist is also part of the sponsorship or the promotional stuff. And we got it. It's, again, huge thank you to my aunt who was very generous to buy a 12-pack of those Mountain Dew things that I know she's not going to drink. There's zero chance she's drinking the like Game Fuel like Mountain Dew. Or maybe she'll try it, dude. I was actually tempted on trying it. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of like I might try it out or something if I ever got the chance. But it's not available in India, and no, I wouldn't recommend anyone ship or try to like carry it on a plane like a soda can in their luggage. Sounds like a horrible idea. So I don't think I'll ever get to try it out. But yeah, got it and got the points enough to redeem the various in-game items for Halo. I did feel really bad for asking my aunt. Usually I'll ask her to look for stuff, but I'll also, more times than not, I'll end up finding it online and just have it shipped to her. So even that's kind of like her being generous to allow me to ship that stuff to her. This time she forked up, I think, and you know, I'll have to get my dad to pay her back or something if he visits her or she visits us in India. Find a way to pay her back for it. But yeah, she sorted me out, and yeah, let's go ahead and just quickly look through the items one last time in a fast way. So for one of the items, it's the Heatwave Emblem nameplate set. The narrow one looks okay as a nameplate, which I've equipped, but I'll probably not use any of this. And there's the other one, Guardian, High Ground, and Valhalla is the last one, right? Heatwave. And there's color palette options for it, so that's nice. And that applies to all emblems also. Some of this stuff looks okay, like color palette wise, right? This one's also pretty cool. I do like it. Like that color palette. Again, this one looks okay. The other one's a little weird. I don't know. It's growing on me a little bit. I thought it was probably the most wasted item. Like, you don't need it if you don't want it. I guess you don't need to redeem the point for it if you don't want that stuff, right? The other small item, again, all of this stuff, I say it's small item, but it's all the same, like credit-wise, like the due point-wise or whatever. Believer helmet charm. Oh, I like that saying. The saying is pretty nice. A hero is more than a person. A hero is a belief. That's a cool saying. I like that. Then another item is the Visor Crimson Fuel. Like I said, this one was actually a drop reward during the Mountain Dew tournament that just happened last weekend, or this recent weekend. I think it was like the Mountain Dew community Gauntlet or something like that, I think they called it. And for the second day, the reward, Twitch reward, like viewership reward, was this Crimson Fuel. I think you had to watch for like 2 hours or something like that. I'm not totally certain. That is how I got it, this one. I got this Visor before I actually redeemed the other stuff. So that was kind of cool. Maybe they'll hopefully bring all the other stuff also as organic ways of earning some of this stuff for free. It'd be nice. But yeah, this one was. But it was also part of the promotion. So if you missed out on the Twitch drops and you have access to the promotional stuff, you can redeem a single point again for the Visor. The other Visor is Virescent Do. I'm not sure if I'm saying that word correctly. This one hasn't been a drop or anything, so this one you do need to go to the website at the moment. Like I said, again, hopefully organic ways of earning this stuff for free in the future, like they did with that other Visor. It was very nice of them to do that. Yeah. Don't tell me this thing crashed because I equipped the Spartan. All right, good. And then, personally, for me, the big item was this Mountain Tiger armor coating. It's a multi-core armor coating, I guess. So you redeem 1 point. Again, it's just 1 point of the Mountain Dew stuff. And you get the coating for all your cores. This looks nice, but I wouldn't use, like, it looks nice on the Mark V. I do like it on the Mark V, but I think my favorites, why does this happen, man? Just. I think my favorite is this Rakshasa one. In fact, let's throw on the Visor for the Rakshasa. Did I pass it? I think I passed the red one. Should we go blue or green? Green will be more like visible in the thing, right? Let's see the red one. Crimson Fuel. This. I think the green will be nicer. This one looks like a robot. You know, those robots with those laser eyes. Like, let's put on the Crimson Fuel. Virescent Do. Yeah, I think I'll keep this as my Rakshasa core look for a bit. I like it. It's okay. It's cool. I kind of wish this like big blade took on the coating a little bit. Okay, it's fine. And the other one I did like. Just load this shit in, please. I think what I have to do is restart the game and then the coatings like remain loaded in. The other one I liked was obviously this one. The Hazmat was pretty good too. And actually, I'll probably keep this on my Hazmat for a bit too. Looks cool. I like the cloth and all that, like the coloring and all that. It looks good. So yeah, items checked out, played, enjoyed. Again, like I said, big thank you to my aunt who got me the code for the website. It's so convoluted too. Like the website, like, okay, here's a little like secret. Okay, when this promotional thing came out, and I looked up the website from India, it was locked, immediately locked, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to VPN into it. I actually purchased my VPN. Like, I didn't use VPNs for anything before, right? Like, I never had a reason to. I actually purchased my VPN like service for this because I wanted access to this shit. I don't know what it is about Halo marketing crap, dude, but I like to get that. I like to collect this shit. I enjoy collecting them. Like, I don't even bother with the COD stuff. Like, the COD marketing stuff, I don't really like go out of my way to get it. It's just the Halo stuff that I get excited about for some reason. Even though Halo's, like, I'll be honest, Halo's not my main game. COD is my main game. But I don't get excited for the marketing crap that COD does. Halo, for some reason, I'm like always gung-ho about trying to get this crap. So I ended up getting my like VPN. Like, it's a decent company. I'm not going to sell it to you. Like, so... But yeah, I got a decent VPN, like paid for it and all that. And some of the locations, the US locations on the VPN actually still are blocked via the website. Like one of the New Jersey locations was blocked. And then I tried to register early on and that also got blocked. Like from a different, so I got access to the site from a different location on my VPN, like the New York location. But I couldn't register. And I think people must have been spamming it, right? Trying to get into it. So they were blocking it. So finally, when my aunt did get the code, I used the New York location and that gave me access to the website. And it also, after it had been a week or so, it allowed me to register and stuff. So like, yeah, VPNing onto the website isn't a guarantee, even to get access to the promotional stuff and register to like redeem your code. So I'd be a little bit on the warier side on recommending actively paying a ton of money to get the code, whether you'll even be able to get the thing and all. But what does happen is once you redeem the items from the website as the promotional stuff, they'll email you the Halo Waypoint codes. And those Halo Waypoint codes can be used, doesn't matter your region, you don't need a VPN or anything like that. You just log into the Halo Waypoint site and redeem the code and the items will be in your like inventory. So if you get the Halo Waypoint codes for some of this stuff, like a friend gives it to you, or I'm not recommend buying it. I'm not going to recommend buying the code on eBay or some shit, which is possible, I presume. But that will be, you can use that regardless of where you live, as long as you have access to the Halo Waypoint site. But yeah, convoluted way of actually getting it through the Mountain Dew website. The website, again, I'm not going to link it in the web. This is not a promotional thing. I didn't get paid nothing. I paid for all this shit myself. Like, my aunt paid for it, like the game fuel stuff. The website's DoritosDewRockstar.com, I think it is, or something like that. But yeah, that's where you have to go register and redeem your Dorito points or whatever, or the code points, and then they'll give you the access to the marketplace where you can redeem those points for this stuff. And there's all other games and stuff like that. In fact, I'm like curious to know whether COD's gonna have like items in it too, because just the recent update was Diablo. They added some Diablo stuff into it. I don't play Diablo, but I'm guessing because of the acquisition of Activision Blizzard with Microsoft, that's why the Diablo promotion's there, because this is a Xbox promotion, right? So it's mainly all Xbox stuff in there, along with some PC and stuff like that and all that. Some bigger items also. But yeah, so maybe some COD stuff will come through that, but I don't know if I'll ask my... The stuff is also hard to find, like the promotional like items. I guess if you go to 7-Eleven or something in the US, you might find the promotional items a little easier. But I think in the regular stores, it's not so easy to find. Like, so I was fortunate my aunt found the game fuel. And like I said, I probably wouldn't drink any of this shit. Like, I don't drink sodas anymore. I don't really eat chips as much anymore. I'll eat it. I'm not like against eating or drinking any of this stuff. But I don't go out of my way to buy that stuff anymore. But I was tempted, like seeing the Game Fuel stuff and the hype around like it coming back, the Halo Game Fuel stuff or whatever, the Mountain Dew Game Fuel stuff that was part of an old promotion back in the day also, apparently. looks like some interesting, like a purple color game fuel. I was like, all right, I might taste that. I'd give a sip of that. The other thing that I did want to talk about, just quickly, this is just a throw out idea. One, the simple thing is I kind of would have liked to see like this, the visors. They have the green and the red. I would have liked to see a blue variant of it with the dewdrops. I think a blue variant would look pretty good also. And the other idea I had was for the visor, it would have been pretty cool if one of the visors was like the texture of a tortilla chip, like, or a Dorito chip, right? Those tortilla chips. Not necessarily the pattern of it, but the texture, you know, like the bubbly texture of like tortillas, like the tortilla chips. And like, it's kind of like this bumpy yellow visor, right? With the like tortilla look to it. The reason I say that, I mean, it sounds gross, right? Having tortilla chips as your fucking visor, right? But why I think that would have been cool is it probably would have been a pretty damn cool visor to like pair up with like the Flood armor stuff this season, right? Having this kind of like gritty kind of tortilla chip visor, textured visor, right? Like clearly with the dewdrops and all, you can see there is now texture and like more to it than just the glass, right? There's like a little extra element to it. So seeing that kind of like texture of the chip, again, not like the pattern of the chip, the texture and the color, right? And like, so it looks like that. It would have been a pretty good combination with some of the Flood armor. So maybe something for a future promo item that they could add or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's about really it. Again, big thank you to my aunt. Like I feel so bad because, like I said in the beginning, there's zero chance she's drinking that. 12 cans of like game fuel is in a fridge, I'm guessing today and for a while, because I don't know. I don't know if anyone in her family maybe. I don't know if they'll drink that. Maybe they will. But yeah, it's thanks to her that I got the code and stuff. And again, the other thing, before we wrap it up, the other thing I did want to give like a big shout out, like that I appreciated was this whole promotion's actually been pretty interesting for the Mountain Dew collab that they've done, or at least this collab with these items, right? One, for obvious reasons, you have the... What the fuck? For obvious reasons, you have the Halo 3 refueled playlist. What the fuck is going on with this? And then the other thing... Is it still streaming? I guess it is. The other thing that was kind of cool, like, so that was really cool, having the playlist and the like map, that the forged map that they did and all that. That's pretty cool. Then having the promotional items, that seems pretty common when you're doing the crossover promotional stuff, having the promotional items and stuff like that. But what I really appreciated was the tournament. Like I said, there was a tournament that was like the Mountain Dew tournament. That was, like I said, I think it was Community Gauntlet, it was called and stuff. And it was a 2-day tournament with a lot of the pros and stuff like that. I actually really appreciated that, because not only is it kind of cool for the community to have like the tournament thing to watch the pros play outside just the like HCS, right? But have some valuable tournaments that way. But also it gave opportunity for that viewership drop stuff in Twitch, which gave us access to that visor, at least one of the promotional items. I think I would really like to see more like that, kind of like collaboration where it is, okay, there we go. Where it is, you know, promotional items to be earned, kind of playlist and stuff like that, possibly with a special map themed, you know, to the promotion, and then tournament. And then with the tournament, I would like to see viewership drops where you could potentially organically earn some of the promotional items like they did. Personally, again, like, so it was a 2-day tournament, And the first day was old item viewership drops. There was an armor coating and something else. It was old items from old viewership drops. So I wasn't expecting much from the second day, and they were kind of radio silent about what the drops were going to be, right? So we didn't know what they were going to be until the day happened. And then the second day was like that pleasant surprise, like, oh, they're giving us one of the promotional items, which I didn't have access to at the time. So it was very exciting to at least earn something. I'd have liked to have the promotional items tied to all 3 days, both days. Like the first day could have also had some of the promotional items. And, just an idea again, it could have been, if they don't want to give all the like promotional items, right? It could have been something like that blue visor that I suggested, like it would have been cool to have a blue color visor. That could have been a viewership drop for the Mountain Dew tournament also, right? So I think their future marketing should try to tie in that kind of idea where it's more than just buying the item and getting some reward. Like maybe buying the item and having a sponsored like something, whether it's pro tournament or maybe a community tournament or a community experience or something like that, right? And then also like the map, forged map and all. I hope whoever forged the map got paid and stuff like that. I hope I've said this before, but I think some sort of financial incentive for some of the forged stuff that is coming into the full game, like the forged maps and these refueled maps and all, like in the refuel playlist. I hope those forged people are getting more like, that is one of my suggestions like a while ago, that I think if one of your maps eventually comes into like a main playlist like this, maybe some financial incentive could be thrown their way. I know at the moment, if you're just a regular person and your forged map goes into the playlist, you get like an armor coating. This one, being it a sponsored playlist, I would hope whoever forged the maps and all got paid. But I would also like to see whoever, like the forged maps that come into the main game playlist. It'd be nice if they did something like that. I would actually be more okay with the store pricing. Like, how they've done some of the shop items, like they've made the excuse like, oh, multi-core helmets are now more valuable, right? For me, when it comes to armor stuff and all, it should have always been multi-core. So I don't see the value in that. But when it comes to coatings, like when they're redoing an old coating and they make it multi-weapons, right? There is time that revolves around making sure the coatings become applicable to like the stuff and all. So there might have been some time. I see the like reasoning behind increasing the pricing a little bit and having some of these higher prices. But I'd be a hell lot more inclined to be okay with the pricing of like the store items if I knew like some of the money was going back to the community people, like the forgers that were creating maps that were also coming to the main playlist and all. So like if these prices were like, I wouldn't want them to go any higher than they are already. It's as high as I'd like it to be. But I'd have been a lot more okay with them having raised the price had they also announced saying like, yeah, some of this money is also going to go back to the community forgers that are creating maps that are going into the main playlist, right? So that is something that they should consider. Like, yeah, I get the fact that the armor is now multi-core and stuff like that. That's why you're charging more. But don't raise the price anymore, but maybe indicate that some of that money is going back to the community that is helping keep this game thriving. And then the prices become a little more bearable also. I don't mind the money going to the developers also that are keeping the game alive and all. But I would also like to see the community, forgers that are doing a lot of work, it'd be good. But yeah, overall, this is the promotional stuff. Like I said, not sponsored stream. I just enjoy checking out this stuff because I am who I am. And hopefully more organic ways of earning also this promotional stuff for everybody. Like, there's no reason, like, they sell Mountain Dew, they sell Doritos, they sell this shit in India, okay? There's no reason not to have this promotion also available to, like, other countries that have access to these products. buy the products and you can get your points and redeem it and still get it. I understand like the promotional website has big items like computers and bikes and stuff like that. So shipping that from the US would be very difficult. But the in-game items, at least that stuff should be accessible to everybody, if you're buying these products and stuff. I had the same complaint about the Call of Duty promotions. All the Call of Duty promotions, none of them come to India. At least some of the promotions from Halo has come to India though. Like the Nerf gun, like one of the Nerf guns actually was sold in India and you could use the code and all that. So some of the stuff does come to India, but I'd like to see a lot more of it being internationally available. And then again, like I said, tournaments and stuff with viewership drops that have also organic ways of earning it would be pretty cool. And like the last thing. My biggest complaint with the Smellbringer coding coming to the like championship thing was it was kind of odd, right? Like an odd, because that was a marketing promotion for the soap company. And the soap company wasn't sponsoring the tournament, right? Like the championship match. So it was a weird kind of like thing. Whereas this one, where the Mountain Dew tournament was sponsored by the like product, it was the main sponsor for the product. It made a lot of sense getting the promotional items there. So even if I had spent money like these ones and bought the product and got it through their website, and then next week they have another Mountain Dew tournament and you can earn all of this stuff for free, right, via viewership, I wouldn't care because I like the fact that Mountain Dew sponsoring it. It makes a lot of sense that the viewership drops at the same promotional items, right? So I think last time with the championship game and the Smellbringer, had the soap company been even a small sponsor for the championship game, like just a small one, like a mini sponsor for it, it would have made a hell of a lot more sense, giving that stuff. So yeah, I think having them sponsor some tournaments and activities and all, and then giving some of the promotional stuff, that's a very cool idea. Hopefully Halo, and now that Halo, hopefully Xbox runs with that idea, because I'd like to see that also with COD and stuff like that now that they own it. It was cool. It was cool. That's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already, and I will catch you soon with the next weekly update and Ultimate Challenge grind, Halo. After this, COD. Bye. Yeah, it's a cool coding and Visor, and yeah, big thanks to my aunt. Wouldn't have happened without her help, and yeah, huge props to her.